welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite realtor, Dr. Yeti, and I am back again with yet another video. Today, we're gonna be talking about new construction homes, okay? I've made a few videos about new construction homes, my opinions about them, and you know, what I think about them. But today I'm gonna be reacting to Sam Dolcine's video, the real reason why new construction homes are falling apart in 2025. Now, if you've been on this channel for any length of time, you will know that I have my personal, I wouldn't say personal vendetta, but my personal opinions, okay, against new construction homes. And today, maybe I might have a change of heart, or maybe, you know, I might have the same sentiment, but who knows? Let's go ahead and watch this video. I've never seen it before, and let me know what your thoughts are about new construction. Before you watch the video, let me know in the comments what you think about new construction homes. Do you think it's a good investment, or do you think it's not? Okay, so let's get to the video.
Do not buy new construction. I repeat, do not buy a home that is new construction.
Put a finger down if you bought a D.R. Horton home 2 years ago and you're on your third shower replacement due to leaks and mold.
Everyone thinks new construction means no problems, but if you're not careful, you'll end up like the homeowners we'll see today, paying for a home that you hate and can't even sell. What happens when your dream house turns into a nightmare? Let's find out.
I've seen all these videos. Excuse me, I'm taking my braids down. I've seen all these videos about D.R. Horton homes, and I wish that we knew before we bought this house, because the way we've had to replace everything.
Let me be honest with you. D.R. Horton homes, you wish you knew, but did you do your research? That's the question. Because I feel like if you do simple, like it's just, I mean, no offense, but just a quick little research on D.R. Horton, you know what I'm saying? You will get a slew of information, especially there's a lawsuit going on with D.R. Horton. People are still buying their homes, even with this class action lawsuit going against them. People are still buying these homes. So it's like the information is out there. Are you doing the research for it? I mean, D.R. Horton isn't going to tell you, hey, before you buy this house, now I want you to know there's a lawsuit going against us. Hey, I want you to, no. They want to sell their properties. They want to make their money. So unfortunately, I'm going to say this real quick, you know, as a buyer, it is your responsibility to do the research on the property you're buying. Okay. So I don't know.
And I'm not even playing. We've been in this house 4 years. Okay. We've had to replace the toilets. We've had to replace the faucets. Let me show you. I'm not done. Hold on. We've had to replace the dishwasher.
What?
The microwave, it needs to be replaced.
What?
The refrigerator, Whirlpool. Let me show you something.
Those are, did they give them refurbished appliances or something? Like, I would think it would be something like the window is installed incorrectly, there's mold in the basement, something like that. But we're talking about appliances?
Had to buy more of these. And then the
Wow.
floor. Look at this. Cheap vinyl. And it's coming up.
Oh, wow.
Like, and if you get water on it, it's gonna bubble up. Hold on. Cabinets. Had to replace all of these. Had to paint the cabinets. Had to replace the lights. Need to replace the fans. I mean, they give you the cheapest fans. And let me show you the closet, because I'm not done.
Yeah, you saw
Closet.
it,
Look what
though.
like over 200.
Nah, let's be honest. These are things that you saw. You can't blame D.R. Horton for this. Before you purchased the home, I'm sure you saw the house and you chose, okay, this is the house that I want. This is the plan that I want. And then you did a final walkthrough before you signed the contract. So you can't blame D.R. Horton for you making a decision on.
This is what they use for the closet.
I don't know.
And look at
about
the light. Look at that. Look. Like, just.
Now,
I
fixing the
respect
appliances,
the
that's
fact
different.
that she's being honest about regretting her purchase, because that takes a lot of courage. The reality is that a lot of buyers feel this way, but don't talk about it. This is exactly why doing in-depth research before you buy a home is so important, especially when it comes to new construction. When I mean research, I mean checking builder reviews, talking to past buyers if you can, and visiting other homes they've built. Replacing toilets, faucets, dishwasher, and a microwave, all of that had to be replaced in just a few years.
Right.
It makes you wonder if everything was really brand new, or
Right.
if the builder simply used leftovers.
I like this guy. We have similar sentiments. We have very similar
Builder's
sentiments.
defense, they probably
pretty
showed
cool.
what the closet
Yeah.
would look like, and it's possible that her taste just changed over the years. So do you think she's overreacting, or would you feel the same way? If you think she's overreacting now, this next clip might change your mind.
I've been
She is
trying
not.
to clean that, and I have OCD. I scrub
That's
it,
mold.
and it's just like it won't go away.
That's mold.
It won't. This is the shower, like just plain tub, plain. Like I love my house, but
A lot going
if
on.
I would have known, and it's like, once we got in the house, our interest rate it's like a 3.25. So it's like we're here, and in this economy, we here. This is our house for now. But baby, let me get some real money. It's over. Even when we got our patio done, like we had to ask the HOA, and they said it had to be a certain color. When we got the fence done, that had to be a certain color. Like I'm telling you,
Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of people don't read their HOA bylaws. Before you buy a house, there's something called the HOA bylaws. It tells you everything you can or cannot do in that property based on the rules of the HOA. If you chose to buy the house knowing these things, you cannot see. Now there are things that you can blame new construction homes for. Oh, D.R. Horton, their things aren't done well. Their appliances are cheap. There's mold. There's this and that. You can blame them for that. You cannot blame them for the HOAs. You knew, you had the bylaws. You signed off on the bylaws before you purchased the house. Okay. And I'm not blaming her for it, because trust me, I was there when I was signing documents. I didn't know what I was signing, but I'm not blaming my realtor or my lender or anyone for anything that I could have done my own research on before making the decisions to sign off on it. So I can't blame D.R. Horton for the HOA situation. I don't know. You got to read the bylaws.
don't buy a D.R. Horton home. Like just don't.
And D.R.
And they
Horton
build them
isn't
fast.
the
Like the
HOA.
neighborhood I live in,
They're just
they
a
are
builder.
building these houses of it. Like 1 minute you'll drive by and it's the foundation. Next day it's a whole house. So if y'all
Did you not? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to come against her in any way, but did you not know that before you bought the house? Or were you just really excited to buy a house? Because she said, oh, let me get some more money and then I'll buy something bigger and better. Were you just excited to be a homeowner? Like, did you do your due diligence? Did you, the same things you're saying right now, they built the houses really fast, but yet you still bought the house. How long ago did you know this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to come against her. I'm not trying to shame her in any way, shape, or form. I just want us to be able to take accountability. And that's shameless plug. That's one of the reasons why I created my home buyer community, because there are things that people need to know that they are not doing, that they need to know about, and they are not doing it because they don't even know they need to do it. They have no clue that they need to read the bylaws because the HOA may not accept this or HOA may accept. They don't know, right? But I just because you don't know doesn't mean you have to shift the blame to somebody else. You have to take responsibility to know, okay, I didn't know this, but I should have done my research before buying it. So you can't shift the blame. Yes, like somebody is to blame, but it's not D.R. Horton for you not knowing your HOA bylaws. I'm sorry.
don't listen to nothing else. I know people want to be homeowners, and don't let them trick you into getting these houses because they're cheaply made.
That's the thing.
If you can find a house that was built in the 80s or the 60s, just remodel it, renovate it. Like don't unless you got money like where you can have a contractor and somebody that know how to build a house and you can be over how you want your house to look. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
I wonder if mold is building up because of lack of ventilation in the bathroom. Besides that, I think the shower and the tub look pretty standard. Did you see anything wrong with the tub and shower? Let me know. I can respect the fact that she plans.
You know, I'm not going to see. He sounds like me because I'm like, the tub, you know, the shower is cool. Like there's a little bit of mold there, but it could be a way of them installing it. I don't know, but that mold being in the shower, just spray some bleach on it and it'll go away, right? Like it may come back again the next week and then you just spray it again and it'll go away. So I don't know about that, but it just seems to me that yes, I'm not gonna lie, D.R. Horton has a horrible reputation the things that she's picking at within her house is not a D.R. Horton situation. Also, to be very honest with you, it just seems like she doesn't really appreciate her home. That's what it seems like. She doesn't appreciate it.
Stay for a while, because many homeowners who bought back in 2021 would not be able to buy a similar home now. So some of them are kind of stuck. She also may not have known how restrictive HOAs can be. This is something to consider if you're buying new construction, because most of them are in HOAs. If you're not familiar, an HOA is a homeowners association that sets and enforces rules for the neighborhood. What she said about some new construction homes being cheaply made is a good point. The craftsmanship of older homes is better in many cases. So do you think it's better to buy an older home, or is new construction the way to go now?
I'll answer the question.
So is it
older
ever
homes,
a good idea for your first
older
home to be new
homes.
construction? Let's find out together.
Do not buy new construction. I repeat.
I think I've reacted to this
do
video
not
before.
buy a home that is new construction. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. I bought a home roughly seven and a half years ago from the company D.R. Horton. One of the worst building, development companies there is out there. They put these homes up fast and cheap.
Listen, they're one of the worst, but guess what? They making sales every single day. Okay, they're making their money. So people are not doing their research.
So I bought a home from D.R. Horton, brand new home. It was a townhouse and was the first one on the block to purchase a home. First ones on the block. They offered an incentive, they usually do under new construction, to pay majority of the closing costs, which is the reason why I went for it, because that closing costs can get expensive. And this was
Them incentives will get you. And the incentives are not as incentivizing as you may think. I'll be very honest with you. I think I have already made a video talking about this. The incentives are not as sweet as you think. They're not.
in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, so very expensive. So they were paying offering to pay majority of the closing costs. So went with them, and it was new construction. 2, maybe 3 years in, house already has a major plumbing problem. We had the kitchen was right below the master bathroom. It was 2-story, obviously, townhouse. So the kitchen was right below the master bathroom. I take a shower one day, then come downstairs and almost bust my in the kitchen. Water everywhere.
One thing he mentioned is incentives, which in many cases makes a new construction home less expensive than an existing home. Examples of incentives can include closing cost assistance, mortgage rate buy downs, free appliances, price reductions, and more. Even with incentives, it's important to make sure you can still actually afford the home. To make that easier, I created a free home affordability calculator. It gives you an estimate of the price range that can potentially fit your budget, and there's a short video that walks homes based on his experience. At the same time, I won't tell anyone whether buying new construction is a good or a bad idea, because ultimately it's a personal choice. What's important is that you're a fully informed buyer if this is what you choose to do. It's frustrating that he experienced this plumbing issue just a few years in. Why do you think he was having that problem? Keep your answer in mind, and let's find out what really happened.
I'm like, damn, what's going on? Like, I ain't leave the sink running or nothing like that. The dishwasher ain't flooded. What's going on? The washing machine ain't flooded. What's going on? So I'm looking around, scratching my head, and then I look up. I see a huge water stain in the roof, in the ceiling. So I'm tall enough. I take my finger, poke right through it. Water, just dripping. I'm like, damn, what the hell? Had 3 plumbers come to diagnose the problem. 3. Every last one of them came in there and said, who built this house? It said D.R. Horton. They said, let me show you something. The first one said, let me show you something. He said, you see these pipes right here? Put the little flashlight. See these pipes right here? Terrible. All this material, cheap. He said, you would have had to redo all this sooner or later.
Dang.
I said, okay. Thank you, sir. Next one. The next one had worked on a couple houses in the neighborhood, And as soon as he came in the house
He already knew what
and
the
he
problem
looked
was.
at the hole in that kitchen, he said, I don't even need to go up there. He said, I already know what the problem is. I said, what you mean? He said, your neighbors I've done 3 houses. They all had the same problem. Third one come in. The reason why I get the third one is because it's my dad's guy that he uses. So I was like, I should just use him from the jump. But he come in there, he put the little flashlight. He said, yep, these pipes is trash, and I already know what the problem is.
If you're looking to learn
That's
how to
crazy
trade,
because
a
I
community.
feel like, let me pause this. That's crazy because so many people buy homes with the intention of living in it for a long period of time. And now you're living in this house and you're finding so many things wrong with it. And now you have to pay to fix these things. And it's not a cheap, plumbing is not cheap. And especially if they're talking about all the pipes need to be replaced, all the pipes are cheap. That is not a cheap labor. That's not cheap labor at all. And most likely they're probably going to have to rip through the ceilings and the flooring to get through the pipes to replace all of them. That's too much, bro. And that's very unfortunate. It's messed up. People are so money hungry that they don't care if you buy it. Well, it's an investment nonetheless, right? They don't care if you make a bad investment on their property. They don't care about their reputation. And D.R. Horton has a really horrible name right now. Horrible name. They don't care about their reputation as builders. Like you're a huge company, but for how long? If you're getting sued all the time, no one wants to buy a D.R. Horton home. There are so many bad reviews about it. Why, like, anyway. Oh, whoops.
D.R. Horton has a bad reputation in this area.
These pipes is trash, and I already know what the problem is. Do not buy new construction.
The fact that D.R. Horton has a bad reputation in this area is alarming, but as a first-time
Not just
home
his
buyer,
area.
he probably had no idea. It seems like some builders are using the cheapest materials they can find and just slapping the house together like Legos and hoping for the best. If you're looking into new construction, make sure you do in-depth research on the builder, check reviews, and get a sense of their reputation from past homeowners in the area. And if certain expensive repairs will need to be done shortly after buying the house, then what's the point of building it in the first place? I honestly hope he was able to eventually
The point of
resolve this.
building in the first place is to spend the least amount of money and make the highest ROI. That's the point. Without any care of somebody going in financial holes or for someone going into a financial hole because they just want to make their money. That's what the intention is. They don't care about building homes. They don't care about being the number one builder. They care about being the number one moneymaker. That's what they care about.
Issue. So whose fault is it that he ended up in this situation? Is he at fault or is it D.R. Horton? Let me know.
D.R. Horton,
if you
both
ever thought the
is
design
the
choices
major.
of builders make no sense, pay very close attention to this next clip.
Whoever's designing these Lennar houses needs
Lennar
a heads
is
up
one of them
that
too.
the bathtub and the master for this floor plan is way too close together because my cabinet is already starting to disintegrate. I have kids, so they splash water literally everywhere. We've been in this house for 4 years, almost 5, and look at this damage it's already caused. Look at this. You can say whatever you want, but first of all, this should not be this close together, in my opinion. And this cabinet, oh my God. Okay, and don't get me wrong,
It
I'm
looks like
super
water
grateful for the
damage.
house that we live in. I love it. It was the very first house we ever purchased, so we did not know anything about builders. Going forward, like whenever we decide to sell this house, I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know how we are gonna fix that, but we're gonna have to figure out a way on getting that fixed. And I don't know, the next house definitely will not be Lennar, so.
My first question is, who made this ridiculous design choice?
Yeah,
I
that
agree
was-
with her that the cabinet should not be that close to the tub. It just makes no sense. Did they throw the cabinet in the bathroom and just close their eyes? I mean, come on, what were they doing? I
That's
respect that she admits that she wasn't knowledgeable before getting into the process. Builders will show you a variety of floor plans in many cases, so make sure the one that you choose actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Details like what she's talking about are examples of things to look out for.
I mean, I'm just a girl. So if I'm buying a house, I wouldn't really know that that's too close until after the fact. Until I'm looking, I'm like, oh, okay, that probably would have been better if it was further away from the tub. Like I wouldn't know until after, you know what I mean? So
Have
I
you
don't
ever
blame
bought a
her.
new construction home? And if you did you regret it? In the next clip, she addresses the opinions about what she should do. Let's check it out. But first, I need you to hit that like and subscribe.
And recommending a shower curtain and everything else for this Lennar house, I promise you, it will not look right in this bathroom. Okay, so right there is the shower.
That's a tub, not a shower.
Right there is the bathtub.
Why would you put a shower curtain?
And there's the counter.
Like when you're
So,
walking
what
in, it doesn't look that bad. Like when you're walking in, you're doing the home tour, you're like, wow, this is nice. You're not thinking, oh my goodness, the cabinets are too close to the tub. You're not thinking that. And it doesn't look bad.
I
It's
was
just
talking about was this space
functionally,
in
it's
this Lennar
just
home does
not
not make any
wise.
sense. And then a lot of people saying it's the homeowner's problem and to get my kids under control. I guess I need to get myself under control because
What?
it's happening in the kitchen too.
Come on, you're in the bathroom. Water is gonna splash on the floor. Let's be for real. Some people just be talking just to talk. They just say whatever, and it's the internet, so she shouldn't take it at heart. Because sometimes people say things on the internet that makes me like scratch my head. Like what? Like what? How did your mind get there?
Look.
What? What are we looking at?
So it's honestly the
What did I
material
miss? What am I looking at?
happening in the kitchen too. Look.
Is that the paint peeling? I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
So it's honestly the material that these
I'm
cabinets
still
are
kind of upset about that comment, but I should take my own advice, right? It's the internet. Because what do you mean have your kids, put your kids under control? It's literally just water splashing by the cabinets. It's a bathroom. There are kids in a tub, they're gonna splash. Even if there are no kids in a tub, water it's not impossible for the water to get over on the side of the tub to fall on the floor. You just get a rag and wipe it up.
made out of. They just, water hits them and they just disintegrate. So why they put the same ones in the bathroom and the kitchen doesn't make any sense. So thank you, Lennar.
I don't think a shower curtain is going to help much, but it might be worth a try. And I suspect that this might be
A shower curtain in a tub. I would understand if it was a shower connected to a tub. It's just a regular tub. What is a shower curtain gonna do? It's not gonna look right, and it's just not gonna make any sense. Because especially if she's bathing her kids, is she going to be in the tub with her kids? Come on.
only bathtub in the house as well. I would honestly rather have a single sink if it meant the cabinet wouldn't be so close to the tub. I mean, at this rate, these cabinets are probably made out of cardboard. What else are we supposed to think at this point? And I can honestly understand why some people are skeptical about the materials that some builders are using. Do you think she'll have a hard time when it's time to sell this home? Let me know what
Probably
you think.
not.
You would think a brand new home would hold up for years.
Now, if the buyer sees her her TikTok videos, like, this is the house they want to sell to me, I don't want to buy it. So she probably shouldn't be posting stuff like that about her house. But then again, people need to be aware. But I don't think it's going to be, it's not that bad to say, I don't want to buy this house. Maybe the cabinets, I'm not going to lie. Like, I can't wash my dishes and not expect water to not splash sometimes. So I don't know. Maybe they would have to use like a paint, a type of paint that might be like water resistant, or maybe like over the cabinets, but I don't know.
But not always. Watch this.
If you are currently considering buying a house from Meritage, I would highly recommend that you rethink that decision, and I'm going to show you why. We bought our house 4 years ago, and in those 4 years, our floor has started to come up. We are a small family. There's just me and my husband and our 2-year-old daughter. And I'm going to show you, but all of this stuff has been coming up.
Oh my goodness.
And the whole house is like this. We have these huge cracks that make it difficult to walk on. We're constantly having stuff peeling up, and we have tried contacting Meritage multiple times in multiple different ways, and they are refusing to acknowledge that we have a problem. We are also having the same problem. This is our bathroom, And same problem. Just the other night, you can see my husband had to pull up this huge long piece right here. And now it's uneven.
A huge gap.
And somebody's gonna cut their foot on that for sure. So again, our house is 4 years old and the floors look like they're 40 years old.
What is it about 4 years? It seems like issues start coming up around the 3 to 4 year mark with some of these homes. You would think they put these floors down with Elmer's glue. How does any of this make sense? The challenge is that
I think it's because the warranties are for like 2 years or something like that. But some of them have warranties for 5 years. I don't know.
Of time, warranties are no longer an option. Later on in the clip, she says that she believes the floors should last for decades, which I think is fair. And her neighbors had to replace their floors during the warranty period. So she wasn't the only one experiencing this. This is a tough situation because the builder simply doesn't want to help at all. I can't stress enough how important it is to get inspections at various stages of the building process.
Okay.
Have you ever had to use your builder's warranty? If you did, how did that go for you? Just when you think you've seen it all, wait until you see what this inspector found in this next house.
You're not going to believe this, but sometimes the concrete crew cares so little about the house they're building for you that they just throw their trash into your foundation when they're pouring the concrete.
Oh my goodness.
Check this out.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
You see that?
Oh my
It's a
God.
styrofoam cup.
Wow.
A huge void. Look, here's the straw. Now, this problem alone isn't going to make your foundation fail. However, it does leave you wondering, I wonder how much trash is actually in my foundation.
Yeah.
Hopefully significantly less than the beer
crazy.
bottles in your wall.
I can't believe he found a cup in the foundation, and I can't believe he actually touched the straw. That's disgusting.
actually
What kind of
sick.
careless people do they have working on these houses? Where are they finding folks who are this incompetent? If you have any
I don't even
idea,
think it's incompetence. I think they're underpaid and they don't care. They're just like, okay, whatever. And if the cup is in the foundation, how did they just leave it? Did they not see it sticking out? Like,
where they're finding these folks, let me know in the comments because I personally don't understand. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there were beer bottles inside of the walls too. Now, this
No,
next
seriously.
inspector shows why getting multiple
I've
inspections
seen some crazy things
Isn't
in
it-
people's walls, and I've seen some crazy things. So
a suggestion, it's a must.
So when you get a new construction house, the builder is going to come and they're going to put all these beautiful finishings. They're going to do these beautiful floors. They're going to do the interior, all these countertops, etc. But what's really interesting is that it's not just one builder doing it. It's a multitude of builders. So typically there's just one main builder of the home, but they hire a bunch of subcontractors to come in and do all the individual work. And unfortunately, I'm not sure who is checking on the quality control
Yeesh, a
of the
crack already?
concrete
In new
subcontractor,
construction?
but we've got all of this cracking in the back patio. And then you come into the garage and we
is a new
have a
construction.
world map that was included with this concrete flooring, or maybe it's a game of chutes and ladders. You remember chutes and ladders? And they're not even small cracks. Like,
Hey, these
these
are
are pretty
huge.
big. These are pretty pronounced. I mean, I get shrinkage, but geez, man. But I got one more to show you. This one's fun. Now, I'm pretty sure you can see it, but there's a huge bow right here in the front door, and that's because of a bump in the concrete. I set this to level using these little cardboard guys right there. Look at the gap. I'm gonna turn my phone sideways. You're gonna have to follow me.
wow.
Follow me, but look, you can see that gap. That is huge. If I was this particular builder, I would let go of that subcontractor and find a new concrete
for
guy.
real.
You know why? Because that's junk.
Not only do you need to get multiple inspections, but it's important to work with a builder who doesn't place restrictions on the inspection process so that your
Yep.
inspector can actually do their job. These folks must have poured that concrete with their eyes closed because it doesn't make sense. Did any of you play chutes and ladders? Maybe that's before my time because I had to
remember
Google it. I
playing
never heard of it. The bow at the front
heard of
door
it,
is
I just never played it.
unacceptable and shows they were being careless. Now, what builder do you think this was? I want you to take a guess. I really
D.R.
don't know.
Horton
I just thought it'd be
or
fun
Lennar?
for y'all to guess. We've seen a lot go wrong so far, but this inspector shows why every little detail matters.
Today
Oh,
I'm
you
out
never
doing
told
an
us.
inspection on a newly constructed D.R. Horton home. Let's go see what we can find. So today I'm having to start on the outside because the builder didn't come open the door, so that's okay. We'll get it taken care of. But here at the backflow prevention, now I don't know when it rained the last time out here, but there's some water in there. And I'm definitely going to point that out because it could be a leak as well. All right, about to get on the roof, and you can see right there that flashing is raised up. They're going to need to seal that back down. And that area right up in there is called an eave. That is open as well. They need to go ahead and seal that area up.
And it makes you question, like, why are they so restrictive on people doing inspections on the homes? And they have a set day. You can only do your inspection on this day, or why are they so restrictive? You have to question, like, only people that have things to hide are the ones that...
The buyer called and gave me the code to access the home. And I decided to come back and do the inside because it is a hot mother, father, Cocker Spaniel outside. All right, so let's check the dishwasher.
Very descriptive.
Loosey-goosey.
Oh, wow.
Right here in the bathroom. See, they need to seal that up right there. And also right there. Those areas might not seem significant, but because it's in the shower area, water will get back behind that wall and cause a whole lot of damage.
A good inspector is worth their weight in gold. Their attention to detail can literally save you thousands. Don't assume everything is fine just because it's a new build. Pay for the inspection. You won't regret it. Trust me. I honestly believe they slid that dishwasher in and just hope for the best. Sealing those spots in the bathroom is a clear sign of a lack of attention to detail. So not everyone who buys a new construction home has a bad experience. Some people end up with amazing homes and builders who actually care about quality. But as we've seen, that's not always the case. The key is being prepared and knowing what to look out for. Before you buy, research the builder's reputation, ask about warranties, and make sure you get inspections at every major stage of the build.
Another thing is just like also keep in mind that some builders are not major builders. They're smaller individual builders. So do your research on them and on their work, right? See what properties they've built before and just get some feedback from the people who have lived in their properties, because you can get a new construction home, but it doesn't have to be these major builders. But, you know, let me know what you guys think about this. I'm very curious to know what your thoughts are. I don't think my sentiment on new construction homes has really changed much, to be very honest with you. Same thing. I don't really think whenever people come up on social media to talk about their new construction homes, it's never really usually anything good. And some people say they love their new construction homes, but you know, honestly, I don't think I've ever really seen anyone make a video and say, I love my new construction home. So, you know, I just want to know what you guys think. Would you buy a new construction home? Would you do your research? Because I would say this, if you say you want to do a new construction home, make sure you do your research. And yeah, let me know if you like this video. Make sure you click like, because I know some of y'all forget. Y'all be watching, but you forget to click the like button. Make sure you click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to get more of your girl. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.